Welcome to Late Night Riders. On this episode, we talk with Jess.
Jess is an artist, singer, and gamer on Twitch.tv. In this episode, we talk about horses within gaming and what it will bring for equestrians.
So enjoy! Welcome to Late Night Riders. I'm Gretchen, and I'm joined by Rick, Trevor, Luke, and Jess. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
So, Jess, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? You're a streamer on Twitch. What all does that entail?
I started about 4 months ago streaming on Twitch. I primarily do artwork, which is acrylics and watercolors, and I also sing from time to time. A lot of Disney.
Super cool. So today we're going to talk a little bit about horse video games because there's been some hype around different ones. Let's start with, what's your favorite game of all time? And then we'll go into the horse ones.
I don't know if I can pick just one, but Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is definitely top 3 for sure. I just love the graphics, the music, the whole series, all the Zelda Legend, and the storyline, and the recurring characters, and the quests, and all the little side quests. It's so easy to get lost in there, and it's just beautiful graphics too, so what's not to love?
What about you guys? Do you guys have any favorite games?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's just too many. Honestly, I think my favorite would have to be Team Fortress 2. I play competitive, so...
Trevor?
Well, I'm more into simulation, so I like more of like the tycoon games or like city building games or even The Sims. I like stuff like that.
Luke?
I'm more into the first-person shooters, Call of Duty franchises.
So we clearly have a wide variety of gamers here. So what are the most popular games for equestrians right now?
I would have to say Red Dead Redemption 2 would be my pick, just because there's a lot of survival type games right now that have equestrian aspects with the taming and the capturing of the wild horses, but Red Dead Redemption 2 stands out the most to me because it is so detailed. Some of the stuff you can do, aside from the bonding, but some of the movement and the requirements to bond with the horse, and it's the breeds, like the fact that they put the time and effort to talk about the different breeds and fairly accurately do strengths and weaknesses, and like you wouldn't go racing and a getaway horse with like a draft horse.
Right.
So I think it's been really accurately done, and just people are learning about horse breeds without even realizing it, I think.
So were there not horses on the first one?
There were. I just don't feel like it was as detailed, and the movement just didn't seem as clean. It was more just a transport, and I think it was more focused on, oh, that's a pretty one. I like the color of that one more than actually talking about the strengths of the different breeds. Like thoroughbred, obviously speed, and that's reflected in the game, and that's really cool.
You guys both play. What did you think of Red Dead?
I mean, it's a pretty fun game. Do you have any tips for any of the listeners on maybe where to find some of the best ones out in the wild?
I don't remember it's been a while since I played. I don't remember where I found them, but I like that they're spread all over the map, that it's not just like you find, like, obviously Mustangs are closer to the mountains, and then some of the other breeds, like the farm, like the Shire, and other draft horses you find near the farms. So it's reflective of the type of horses in the type of environments. So it's really spread out though. So
I'd say I'm really impressed with I'm really impressed with like the gait of the horse. You got the footprints in the snow. Just the detail that they spend is pretty amazing. Like I'd say 80% of the game you're spend time on the horse. So I think in Red Dead Redemption, the first one, I think they focused on not the horse, just the background.
It was
and everything.
more of an accessory.
Yeah, and the horse just turned. Now the horse has like a natural turn.
You have to feed it.
Yeah, you feed it. Yep. And so, and then bonding with the horse is super important. I know in the first one, you kind of trained it, and once it was trained, that was it. So now, I think it would be really cool if more games develop that, like where a horse actually like walked over. If you were walking through like a downtown area in an old city, horse didn't listen to you and walked over and like grabbed an apple off some market, the guy's market table or something like that. It would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
can you have many horses on this, or is it just like you get one horse and you go? Is there a barn? I don't play, so. Yeah,
generally you own one horse. They fluctuate in price. Some, like an Arabian is one of the nicest horses you can have in there. I think, if I remember correctly, so one of the draft horses is least expensive, or Appaloosa.
Aren't there wild horses too that you can?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Or you can purchase, but it's the detail that goes into the game. I think, spending that much time with a horse, being on a horse in the game, it's like when you're looking around, the focus was on the horse itself.
That Red Dead Redemption 2, like the second one, is like low level. I would call it more of an equestrian game for like any equestrians out there. I think would be really impressed. I know it's billed as like survival and outlaw type thing, but there's such a huge focus on like the movements, like the turns. I'm having a dumb moment on the term, but like when they trot in place and then when you drift, like, and like the gaits going from trot to canter to gallop, like it actually looks like similar to not what it feels like, but it's very accurate. And the way the character like bounces around on the horse, like when they do spin stops, and it like you could literally recreate like barrel racing in the game and it would look really accurate. And that's what I love. Like the dust comes up, like the horse gets all agitated if you pull like with the reins, the controls, like if you basically just saw on the bit essentially in the game, the horse will get agitated, and it's so realistic, and I love that. Even if people who aren't equestrians don't realize they're getting agitated.
Yeah. So virtual reality is becoming really popular. Do you guys feel that this could be applicable to horse games in a way?
That would be awesome.
It actually could, if they ever did it. It would fit like great in Red Dead. Like,
yeah,
that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Start a petition.
Yeah.
Or even as a learning tool.
Yeah, that's true.
Like a flight simulator.
Yep.
Learn how to ride a horse.
I think there's the, what's it called? The Star Stable, which talks about like the care. And I mean, it's so different from Red Dead in a lot of ways, because it's like cutesy, take care of the horse, eventing, jumping, all like the cutesy side. But it's actually really similar in terms of like you have to take care of the horse, you have to feed it, you bond with the horse, and I actually think Red Dead's got the better movement, but you learn a lot about horses in both games. But
I think that's nice when like there's different genres and types of games that include equestrian lifestyle, because then people who aren't really into like the outlaw and the western type of games, like they can do like the Star Stable, or even like my Sims game. Like I think Sims 3 had an expansion pack where you could own horses and you can go to the stables and buy and purchase a horse, and like gives you a list of all like the information on that type of breed, and like you still have to like build your relationship with the horse if you'd want to ride them, and it was pretty nice.
And it's just educational, it sounds like, because it's pretty like factual things.
Yeah, I mean it makes it fun because you're like, oh well, I have to do this if I want to continue playing,
right.
But at the same time I'm playing a game, so
I think there's really something for everyone, especially like I know we keep coming back to Red Dead, but really think at first glance, a lot of people might think it's not a game for them because it's got, the survival aspect or not, but there's really something for so many people. Like someone who might play Star Stable could totally get caught up in just talking about the horses and do a focus on that. Like obviously you have to do the quests and go hunting for food and stuff like that, but you can make it your own, truly.
So going back to Twitch, do you know of any equestrian streaming channels on there, or because Twitch is getting pretty big?
Twitch is getting really big, and originally it started as gaming, but it's open to so many things. Like I said, I do mostly creative. I don't know of anyone who does consistently just equestrian, but I think that would be really cool to see. Because there's this whole category emerging of just chatting and in real life, and I think it would be really cool to see, people talking about their horses, taking care of them, like things, like people just love horses, even if they're afraid of them, like in real life. But people love watching horses.
Right.
I mean, the Kentucky Derby is such a huge event, and it's all about horses, but there's so many different aspects of it. And horses have been such an integral part of human history, from survival to transportation to more pleasure now. But it's been so intertwined with human history that I think naturally we just have an attraction to horses. And so I think it would be really cool to see someone talk about horseback riding and, just break it down, and I think Twitch would be a really great platform. I think until now it's been mostly YouTube, has been the bigger one because you can upload the video rather than the live streams, but I would really like to see that, and if I come across any, I'll send you guys the links. And
yeah, that'd be great. All right, so we want to know, what horse video games do you play? What do you prefer? Comment below. Comment on our YouTube. Send us an email at podcast@ramfence.com. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll enter our next segment, Canter Banter.
Do you love horses and live the equestrian lifestyle? Be sure to check out our brand new blog at www.yourhorsefarm.com. We publish 3 posts per week and feature a free printable equine checklist every month. Yourhorsefarm.com is a great equine online resource, so be sure to share with all the horse lovers in your life. And remember, laugh much and ride often. Our next segment, Canter Banter, is brought to you by RAMM Horse Fencing and Stalls, the one-stop shop for your horse farm. RAMM is family-owned and operated and has been in business for over 30 years. We welcome you to call in and speak with an expert about your next project today at 866-653-8984. Again, that's 866-653-8984.
And we're back. On this segment of Canter Banter, we're going to talk about Jess's childhood with horses. So, Jess, can you tell us a little bit about how you got involved with horses?
Sure. I've always loved horses. I am a not-so-closet diehard fan of the Budweiser Clydesdale.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing them on TV, and I was just obsessed. And when we were in Busch Gardens, Florida, way back in the day, you could get your picture taken, and that was, the best thing ever. And now I live in St. Louis, so it's, the capital of Budweiser Clydesdale, and it's so exciting. Sorry. But I've always loved horses, and I've always wanted to ride for as long as I can remember. And my parents are a little protective. They're like, is it safe? And finding a barn, when you have a kid, is, safety is obviously a huge concern. So,
now, did your parents ride at all?
No, they don't.
Okay, so finding a barn as someone who wasn't an equestrian, I'm sure.
Fortunately, I was lucky enough to have a college near me, and they had a huge, gorgeous equestrian center. And a friend of mine moved in-state, and she started taking lessons there. So, and she has an equestrian background, so that kind of helped my parents, say, okay, I guess you can do that. So I finally got to start riding, and it was magical.
Yeah.
I just the finally getting to be around horses, and by around horses I mean not the pony rides at the carnival.
Right.
I don't really count that. Like, that's like being on a merry-go-round. You can't really do anything. So, my parents, thankfully, have gotten a little more horse-friendly. One of my favorite memories, actually, is going to a dude ranch in upstate New York and getting my parents to finally let me go on. There's slow, medium, and fast, so there's walk, trot, and then canter / be in the line, because they're trail horses, so they all just follow the leader.
Right.
Pretty much. So if the first horse is going really fast, the rest of them are going to go really fast. My dad was behind me, and his horse wanted to basically run up my horse's butt, and all the equestrians know what that means. Basically, his horse kept getting kicked, and yeah. So, but I miss horseback riding. Unfortunately, adulting gets in the way for me. And as all equestrians know, life is not cheap.
Right.
So, sadly, I had to hang my helmet up for a little bit, but I hope to get back to it sooner than later.
Well, thank you for taking time out of your day to talk to us about video games. Video
games, horses, I mean, what's not to love? It's like everything I love rolled into one, so I'm delighted and so honored that you asked me to be on. So
yeah.
Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed listening to our podcast and encourage you to share with all your equestrian family and friends. You can tune into the Late Night Riders podcast show every Friday night. Each episode will be uploaded exclusively on YouTube, where you can subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with all of our latest shows. Do you have a topic you'd like to discuss? We want to hear from you. You may email us at podcast@rammfence.com or feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you again for listening. Thanks, Jess.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.